PS Books, and I'm very excited. This is the second in our PS Reads series, which we're doing to combine some readings, some panel discussions for writers, talking a little bit about publishing trends, the writing life, that kind of thing. And then at the end, we'll leave a little bit of time for some open mic readings. So how many here have something to read for the open mic?
All right, she said so.
She says so. So we'll do that maybe 5 minutes each at the end. We'll get a little sampler, so that would be great. So I want to introduce our readers and panelists. We are promoting primarily our second Best of Philadelphia Stories anthology. We're very excited about that. Thank you, boys. Bananas.
Yeah, they're good bananas.
They are good, aren't they? So the second anthology was really our readers and our editorial board really voted. We put the vote out to the masses, and these are the selections that they made. And then we have friends of Philadelphia Stories. We have Lisa Funderburg with us today, who is a contributor to O Magazine, among many other things, and is the author of, you hold your book up there.
It doesn't have a cover.
Doesn't have a cover, but we have a picture. Thank you, Anna. Pink Candy, which is a fabulous memoir. And of course, it's the holiday season, and we love it if you buy all books. That would be great. For PS Books, it all goes back to support Philadelphia Stories as part of the umbrella of the nonprofit. So, without further ado, I thought we would each read a little sampler. And why don't we start with Brian? And Brian's a poet who, I have even bios. Look at me being all organized. Brian Patrick Heston has an MFA in fiction from George Mason University. His poetry has appeared in Pennsylvania English, Confrontation, Slipstream, and more. And he currently, and then I deleted the end of the sentence, so what are you doing currently?
I'm an assistant editor with Many Mountains Moving Press. I'm also doing an MFA in poetry at Rutgers University because I'm crazy.
That's a lot of degrees.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if you would read us a little sampler of your work, that would be great.
Okay, I figure I'll read 3 poems, is that enough?
That's good.
Okay. First one I'll read is the one in Philadelphia Stories, Crow in a Puddle. A city boy, I was used to potholes filled with rainwater, but this was Durham, New Hampshire. A single crow splashed like a kid in a plastic pool. He went under, came up, spreading his sparkling wings. I stood stupefied like someone watching Christ go by on a donkey. In the middle of Mill Road, a deer's half-devoured face gaped. I cleared my throat. Wind shuddered birches and maples. Crow gave me a look, pushed up his razor bill, lifting again into the cloud-clogged sky. The next one I'll read is called A Night Walk. My home lies at the end of the road, in a corner cluttered with trees. A dog barks at squirrels as my ancestors glare from behind corners. Celtic faces smeared blue with war paint, parochial school uniforms starched and pressed. It's cold out and the barren streets say nothing. The occasional groan of a passing car. Screw it, my brother Chuck would say. Someone's had too much to think. If I hunch a certain way, I can conjure the spirit of Homer Brian Habilis, slunking along sky-drenched savannah, rejected by his mate, even his own mother having pelted him with shit. I am no longer that creature. I am no longer that creature. The last poem I'll read is The Shower. Past noon, my dreams start to creep toward the infinite, or that's what I want to believe beneath the hot rains of the nozzle, a song lodged in my throat. In this awakening of scum, all is in need of a thorough cleaning. It's time for me to change my life, become bolder, possibly even a Casanova, but not the mean kind. Instead of endless sessions of lovemaking beneath Italian moons, I will need daily strolls through a dark of the Japanese variety. My body cocooned in shadow, spirits calling from their far-off rooms. But rent's due on the 5th, and love wants nothing more to do with me. I want to forgive. Long before the cancer and laughing, John Wayne too heard his own voice in the shower, and was comforted by his deep baritone, his own innate ability to make a song. I embrace this soap, slithered over my skin lovingly. My sound infiltrates every crack in these green tiles. The caress of the baptismal drenches me. All flows down,